Good morning, dear Sangha. Today is the 19th of November in the year 2009, and we are in the New Hamlet, Plum Village. As a practitioner, we should be able to produce a moment of peace, whatever we want. As a practitioner, we should be able to produce a moment of joy. We have to learn how to do it. As a practitioner, we should be able to produce a moment of happiness. And you should know to learn how to do it. The other day we talked about opportunities. In order to practice, we need opportunities. And we know that every breath is an opportunity. Every step we make is an opportunity. While you breathe in, you may choose to breathe in such a way that peace becomes possible, joy becomes possible, and happiness becomes possible. And when you make a step, you may choose how to make that step in such a way that peace becomes possible. Joy becomes possible. Happiness becomes possible. When you sit down, you may choose how to sit down in such a way that there is stability, freedom, and peace. When I was ordained as a novice monk at the age of 16, my teacher told me how to sit down. Sitting down is an opportunity to practice. There are many ways to sit down. And we can sit down in such a way that make peace and happiness, solidity and freedom be possible. There is a short poem for the novice to learn by heart about sitting down. At that time it was written in classical Chinese. The novice has to memorize that short poem in order to practice. I was given a book of poems like that to learn and memorize. And these poems are called Gatha. Okay. Actually, it is a short a verse of 4 lines. And each line has 5 words. So each gatha has about 20 Chinese characters. It's easy to memorize. There is one gatha for you to use when you brush your teeth. And you may like to choose how to breathe your teeth in such a way that during the time of toothbrushing, you have peace, you have joy. And you memorize that gatha. So the brothers and sisters who are going to be ordained in 2 days, I am sure that they have memorized a few gathas. Right? When they open the water tap, they have one gatha in order to practice. There are 4 lines, and the first line is for your in breath. The second line is for your out breath. And the third line is for your in breath, and the fourth line is for your out breath. And after having done that, well, the novice would open the water tap and enjoy the water flowing. Water comes from up on the mountain. Water comes from down in the earth. Miraculously, water has come to me, and my gratitude for water is immense. That is a gatha that is available in English today. So the first line is for your in breath. The second line is for your out breath. And as a novice, you are supposed to use that gatha transmitted to you by your teacher in order to enjoy opening the water tap. When you recite the first line, water comes from high up on the mountain. You breathe in, and you visualize the water coming from very far away, up in mountains. In that moment, you don't think of other things anymore. You don't think about the past. You don't think about the future. You don't make projects. You don't dream. You are truly there, and you get in touch really with the water, because it is the water that you want to get in touch with now, and you get in touch deeply with the water. In order to get in touch with something, you have to be there. You have to be there first, to be fully present in order to get in touch with something. If you are not there, if you are dispersed, if you are caught in the past, in the future, who's there? Be there in order to get in touch. So the first in breath is for you to bring your mind back to your body. And when your mind is with your body, you are fully present. You are fully alive in the here and the now. To make yourself available, to make yourself fully present. And that is the purpose of practicing the gatha. And for those of us who are used to the practice, one in-breath is enough to bring our mind back to our body and become fully present in the here and the now. And you have 4 lines. You have a chance to breathe in and then breathe out, and then breathe in and breathe out. So you must be surely you will succeed in bringing you back to the here and the now, in order to encounter the water. Water comes from up, high up on the mountain. Water comes from deep down on the earth. miraculously, water is coming to me, and my gratitude for water is immense. And you appreciate the presence of the water. And when you put your fingers and receive the water flowing through it, you are truly there, and the water is truly there. And there is a real contact between you and water. And real life is possible during the time. And happiness is possible, joy is possible. Because you know, because there is the background. There were times when there was no water. Water is cut. And you know that in the world, many people have to travel many kilometers in order to fetch some water. There's no running water in their home. And when we are aware of that, we appreciate water. So practicing that jhana about opening the water tap can bring you happiness. And happiness is possible when you are there and when you get in touch, really in touch with what is there. Water is one of the wonders of life that are available. The air, the water, the earth, the trees, the cloud, many wonders of life are there, the sunshine. And in order to get in touch, you have to be there. And to be there is a practice. Because we may be used to living in forgetfulness. Our body is there, but our mind is not there. Our mind is caught in our worries, in our fear, in our anger, in the past, in the future, in our projects. Our mind is not available. There is a state of mindlessness, state of dispersion. Mind is not there with the body. And when the mind is not with the body, you are not really there. You are not really alive. So the practice of mindful breathing is first of all to bring the mind back to the body and to be established in the present moment. And when you are there, something else is there too. That's life with all the wonders. You make yourself available, and life will be available to you, and there is an encounter between you and life. As a novice, as a practitioner, when you are about to sit down, you know what to do. You begin using the gatha for sitting down. You breathe in and you read the first line. Sitting down here is like sitting under the Bodhi tree. My body erect. And my mind concentrated. And you breathe, you practice breathing and sitting down. And you sit like a Buddha. That is the way a Buddha sit. And it's possible for us to sit like a Buddha. And peace is possible. An tọa, sitting down peacefully. So in Buddhist circle, they invite a guest, and they say, "Mời bác an tọa, please." You are invited to sit down in peace, peacefully. Because the Buddha knows how to sit peacefully. And we who consider ourselves as friends, disciples of the Buddha, we would like to do like him. We want to sit down peacefully, with peace. It is possible to sit peacefully. The Buddha is depicted by artists as sitting on a lotus flower. How can you sit on a lotus flower? But seeing the Buddha sitting on a lotus flower, we have got the feeling that he is sitting lightly, very fresh, very light, not overloaded with worries and fear and anger, very light, a lot of joy. And it is possible for a novice monk, for a lay practitioner to sit down like a Buddha and feel light, feel fresh, and feel free. You sit there and you really sit there. You are not elsewhere. You are dwelling in the present moment. Because you know how to practice mindful breathing in, mindful breathing out, in order to bring your mind back to your body. You know how to sit upright, how to allow your body to release the tension. So the novice, the practitioner, is encouraged to memorize these gathas in order to practice. And when you sit down, you have an opportunity to practice. When you breathe in, you have an opportunity to practice. When you make a step, you have the opportunity to practice. You don't have to go to a practice center in order to begin the practice. You can practice right there, right here, right where you are. Because we always have the opportunity to breathe in, or to make a step, or to sit down, or to brush our teeth. And that is a training. And when you live alone, it is more difficult because nobody remind you. You may enjoy the practice for a few times and then you forget. But when you live in a sangha, a community where everyone is trying to do the same, then you are supported by the community, the collective energy, in order for you to do that. It's become much easier to live in a community. When you put your dress on, there's another gatha for you to use. When you urinate, there is a gatha. When you defecate, there is also a gatha. And when I was a novice, there was no gata for you to ride a bicycle. At that time, monks did not ride a bicycle. It's too modern, too... and he was one of the monks in Vietnam, one of the first monks in Vietnam to ride a bicycle. So he wrote a gata for riding a bicycle. Later he wrote another for boarding a plane. The first thing we get in touch with is our in-breath and out-breath. And with our mindful in-breath and out-breath, we come home to our body. We come home to our body. The first exercise on mindful breathing that the Buddha proposed is breathing in. I know I am breathing in. You pay attention to your in-breath. You go back to your in-breath first. You get in touch with your in-breath. And as soon as you get in touch with your in-breath, you become yourself. You recuperate yourself. So this is the first exercise. It's quite simple. It's easy also. But the power of that exercise is immense. Because when you pay attention to your in-breath and breathe in, you stop thinking about the past. You stop worrying about the future. Because the object of your mind now is your in-breath. So you are focusing your attention on your in-breath. And you might discover that, I am alive. Because I am breathing. Someone who is already dead, do not breathe in. But I am breathing in, it means I am alive. And to be alive is the most wonderful thing. The greatest of all miracles. So just breathe in, you touch the fact that you are alive. And that can bring joy. So the first exercise of mindful breathing is to identify your in-breath as an in-breath. Breathing in, I know this is an in-breath. And you don't have to fight in order to do that. You just breathe normally. And you can enjoy too. Because breathing in can be something very enjoyable. Especially when the air is clean, fresh. You don't have to fight, to strive in order to breathe in. Just allow yourself to breathe in. What you do is to bring your attention to your in-breath. I know this is my in-breath. Recognizing your in-breath. Recognizing your out-breath. That first exercise can bring wonders, can bring already joy and enlightenment. To be aware that you are alive is already enlightenment. Because there are many people who are there, but they don't know that they are alive. The French writer Albert Camus, in his novel, L'étranger, and described people as living like dead bodies. In vivre comme des morts. They live like dead bodies because they don't know that they are alive. There's no awareness, mindfulness. In vivre comme un mort. But when you breathe in and you are aware that you are breathing in, you know that you are alive. You don't live like a dead body anymore. And as we breathe in mindfully, we look around. We see many people circulating around. They carry that body. They are not truly alive because they are not mindful. So the first exercise can generate energy of mindfulness that make a life real and possible. Just one small exercise. And the second exercise suggested by the Buddha is breathing in. I follow my in-breath from the beginning to the end. It means I am with my in-breath all the way through. My in-breath may last 3 or 4 seconds. I am fully with my in-breath during these 3 seconds. There is no interruption of mindfulness. I'm mindful all the way through my in-breath. It means that your mindfulness bring more concentration. When you are mindful of your in-breath, you are concentrated on your in-breath. But if you nourish that concentration, that mindfulness, all the way through your in-breath, your concentration becomes more powerful. So the quality of your in-breath has increased with the second exercise. There's more concentration now, and your mindfulness is more powerful now as you are aware of your in-breath from the beginning to the end. You don't have to follow the air into your body. No, it's not in terms of space. Suppose this marker represents your in-breath, and this is the beginning, and this is the end. And suppose this finger is your mind, and you begin to breathe. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing in, I follow my in-breath all the way through. It means that I never leave my in-breath. My in-breath remains always the object of my attention, of my mindfulness. There is no interruption. So with the second exercise, the quality of your in-breath is improved. More concentration. You are more mindful. And if you are more mindful, more concentrated, the joy can grow bigger, and the peace can grow bigger. Because peace is something that can manifest during your in-breath, your out-breath. In the beginning, your in-breath, your out-breath might not be very peaceful. That is always true for beginners. But mindfulness is wonderful. You don't need to try to make your in-breath more peaceful. You just pay attention to it, and after a while it becomes peaceful by itself. Breathing in, I notice that my in-breath has become deeper, more harmonious, slower. And any one of us who has tried mindful breathing knows that. As we continue to breathe in and out mindfully, the quality of our in-breath and out-breath will be improved. It is deeper, slower, more harmony. It means the element of peace has manifested in our in-breath and out-breath. It is like the sunshine embracing the vegetation. Being embraced by the sunshine, the vegetation can grow. The chlorophyll is made. So your in-breath is embraced by your mindfulness. And being embraced by mindfulness, your in-breath and out-breath become deeper, slower, more peaceful by itself. You don't have to try to make it more peaceful, longer, or deeper at all. Something that happens naturally. The second thing we get in touch with is our body. And that is the object of the third exercise of mindful breathing. Breathing in, I'm aware of my whole body. This reunion, happy reunion between mind and body, thanks to your breath. Your respiration, your breathing is a link, is a bridge linking body and mind. As soon as you pay attention to your breathing, your mind and your body naturally come together. And what we get is the oneness of body and mind. That's the fruit of the practice. It's very easy to obtain the oneness of body and mind just with one mindful breathing in. So the third exercise proposed by the Buddha is to recognize the presence of your body. Breathing in, I am aware of my whole body. And the energy of mindfulness is there to recognize and embrace your body. Here is my body. And as you are aware of your body, as you are with your body, you might notice there is not enough peace in your body, that there is tension, stress, pain that make your body not so peaceful. So the fourth exercise proposed by the Buddha is to help you to release the tension, the pain in your body. Breathing in, I release the tension in my body. And that's what you do when you sit down. And if you can sit and breathe like that, well, you can sit down like a Buddha